I wanted to just go off a little bit here. I wanted to ask about the city of Houston's immigration ordinance. How do you justify pulling $110 million in public safety funding from Houston if the goal with immigration enforcement is to improve safety? Doesn't that contradict itself?
So let's be clear about a couple of things. One is, listen, if the city council was serious about public safety, they would not allow illegal immigrants to roam their streets and kill people like Jocelyn Nungary. There are other people like that in Houston who've been raped, assaulted, and victimized by people who are here illegally and allowed to roam the streets. Second, and importantly, the city of Houston signed an agreement to get money from the state of Texas that required Houston to comply with the Department of Homeland Security programs about detaining illegal immigrants. After already getting $110 million from the state under that agreement, Houston is now trying to renege on their obligations. The contract clearly said that the failure to comply will require Houston to return all of the money that it got from the state of Texas, which amounts to approximately $110 million. Importantly, the requirement to return the money does not mean defunding the police. I signed a law to prevent cities from defunding the police. Under that law, Houston will have to find the funds elsewhere to fully fund the police. The law that I signed specifically says that grants do not count toward a city's funding of the police and does not eliminate their need to come up with the money to fully fund the police. So they're going to be out $110 million, and then after that, they still have to find ways to fully fund the police in Houston the way they are today. Otherwise, they're going to be in violation of another law in the state of Texas.
And tomorrow, the city council is meeting to possibly repeal it. What's your message to those council members who say they're not changing their stance?
The city of Houston right now is in breach of contract that's going to require the city of Houston to immediately provide $110 million to the state of Texas. And by the way, it's not as if they're going to say, well, we may or may not get around to writing a check. Know this, the way the law works, the city of Houston gets a rebate of all the sales taxes collected in the city of Houston on a monthly basis from the comptroller. What happens by law, the comptroller will withhold the sales tax revenue that otherwise would go to the city of Houston and will be retained by the state of Texas until the state of Texas is fully paid the $110 million that is owed by Houston to the state. But at that time, the city of Houston will still be obligated to come up with the additional funds to fully fund their police. So the expectation tomorrow is this. Even though they are in breach of contract, we have not yet taken the action to enforce that breach. We've given the opportunity to what's called cure that breach. Tomorrow is their opportunity to cure that breach. Failing to do so will lead to extraordinarily difficult financial choices that are purposefully made by the City Council of Houston.